Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We start this one off early in the morning, where quite a few drivers are still asleep when they're driving, I'm pretty sure of it. Like this van that's about to overtake me on the left hand side here. In the distance you can see blue flashing lights. Now the camera doesn't really do this justice, they are really bright. He's also got his siren on, so how can this guy not hear or see this? I know he's in a van, so he's got no back windows, but your mirrors are there, your ears are there. So we go to the front camera now. I've gone back a bit so you can see the van from the start and how long it takes him to see or hear that police van.
So it's one of them games. I want to be too harsh on Mbappe because if you actually watch the game, what more could he have done? Newcastle was so good defensively, got bodies back.
I suppose the problem with Mbappe is
how much time do you need to see that, mate?
And it seemed a little bit like that last night, and obviously he was one of the first.
Bloody hell!
Which, in a way, I
How bad is your mirrors?
Well, and also, I mean, they've just been hammered. He doesn't
And
really
ears.
Obviously, he should acknowledge the away fans because they were there in them. That was a superb victory.
Now in this clip, this van behind me is one of them. I've got to be in front.
Number of former Newcastle players that'll be joining in to have their say, but also coming up the edge because we've got a number of former Newcastle players that'll be joining.
Just as the road closes from 2 lanes to 1, he gets in that gap. It's really well worth it, wasn't it, mate? Well done. Well done. And then spends pretty much the whole time going down this hill on the brakes, which got me thinking, how often do you change your brake pads? I'm coming up to 60,000 miles in my car and they're doing alright. Tyres is a different matter. 20,000 miles I probably get on the front tyres and about 40,000 miles on the rear tyres. Is that normal? Bearing in mind I don't normally go for the expensive type of tyres neither. Maybe I should. But let us know in the comments down below how often you change your pads and how often you change your tyres. Be interesting to know. I'm pretty sure the guy who's driving that van in front of me will be changing his a little bit more than the average Joe, as well as his light bulbs as well. Now regulars of the channel will know that I've got this little thing. I'll start again, shall I? I've got this thing about people parking on the wrong side of the road. Or facing traffic, if you want to put it that way. Facing traffic. Like this van right in front of me here. Not only is he facing traffic, he's using the side door. So he's in the road on a bend. Could it be any worse than that? Turn the van around and you're on the pavement using your side door. So much safer. I mean, how stupid have you got to be doing that? Turn the van around and you're fine. What an idiot. I'm at this junction. I'm about to come off this junction, like loads of other cars. But someone is more important than the rest of us that has to jump the queue. Now have a little guess and see which one it is. Is it A, always an Audi, B, a fart in a Fiat, C, a tit in a Toyota, or D, a moron in a minibus? Have a little guess. So when you're done guessing, let us know in the comments down below if you've got it correct or not. It's about to happen any second now. So if you had D, moron in a minibus, you were correct. And you win sweet FA. And not only that, this guy cannot even wait in the queue that he's just jumped. He has to go into the hard shoulder to go up the hill a little bit. Only a little bit, but he's still winning the hard shoulder. Now, unfortunately, he went out of sight, so I couldn't actually see him at the top of the hill. Because at the top of the hill, there is 2 lanes. It's so straightforward. One lane goes to the left and one lane goes to the right. I'm guessing that he probably jumped this queue as well and turned right, but we'll never know, didn't see it. But this is me at the top of the hill, and as I said, I know it's a straight on sign for this lane, but you do actually go right. Otherwise, you're just going straight back onto the road that you've just got off. So, the next one. Who is going to jump this queue? Is it A, always an Audi, B, fart in a Fiat, C, tit in a Toyota, or D, vermin in a Volvo? There it is. So, if you had C, a tit in a Toyota, you won. Sweet FA. Moving on to the next one. Do I let him in? A, I let him in. B, not today, numpty. So I've just speeded it up there. Am I going to be nice? It's the first time for everything. But not today. Today's not the day. So, if you had B, not today, numpty, you were correct. And again, you win Sweet FA. And do you like the way he said thank you to the car that let him in behind him? I didn't see it. And I can tell the way he is, he meant to do that. He knew exactly what he was doing by queue jumping there. That wasn't done by mistake. Now this is the same junction. I'm coming up to the same roundabout on the same junction, but from the opposite direction. Again, there's two lanes. There's one lane that goes left and one lane that goes straight on. It's so simple. So if you want to turn left, you go in the left lane. My lane. But there are cars that just cannot even do that. This one here, he's in the correct lane, but there's a queue. He's too good to wait in a queue. He's too important to wait in a queue. And does that. You must know that you're turning left on a roundabout, really? You must. You can't be that stupid of a driver. But you can. Look at this one. This car here, it actually pulls out in front of someone as well there. It was in the correct lane, but too important to wait. So it's already pulled out in front of that van. Now it's going to make the van slow down because it needs to get into that gap. The Peugeot behind me has to slow down so it can get into that gap. Misses important. And then, look at this little steer. Look, struggles to actually keep it in the lane. Now in this clip, we're looking at the Toyota Prius coming up on the left-hand side here. Driving quite fast. It's not until it goes past me you'll see what it's doing wrong. So there's a car in front of it. How about a little bit of braking distance? It gets so close to it that when the car in front of it brakes, it has to change lanes. Stupid. Braking distance. Is it that hard? So we're still on the A3, a little bit further down the road. And there's a junction coming up. I want to turn left at this junction. So does the car in the middle lane. He's got the whole of the A3 behind me to get in to the inside lane. But no, it's got to be in front. So it has to overtake. You'll see in a minute when I go to the front camera. But even the van in the middle lane now, you're not overtaking anything. Move over to the inside lane because you also want the slip road. I mean, this is just basic driving. Yeah, people will say, yeah, well, he did come over, but he had the whole road to move over and didn't, even though he wants this slip road. It's just crazy, stupid driving. So when we go to the front camera now, you'll see how this car overtakes me. Now it wants a slip road. It's just a little bit further down the road. There's a gap there right in front of me. But what's it doing? It's trying to do a little bit more maybe. It has to go heavy on the brakes to get in. Stupid driving. And now look at this. Now it obviously doesn't know where it's going. It's obviously lost. So if you're lost, top tip, stay in the left lane, you prat. Now I'm coming to the end of this road here. I want to turn left. I'm unable to turn left because of this self-entitled bastard over here. He wants to turn right, but decides to drive on my side of the road, cutting the corner at the same time, stopping me from pulling out. Just going to go to the rear camera now, just so we've got his number plate. Now here's a top tip for you cyclists that want to avoid red lights. You see this cyclist over there to the left hand side? Now I'm not sure if that's a shared pathway or not, I don't know. But off he goes, off his bike there, and he's going to cross. Not on the bike, so he's not going through a red light. Alright, he's still got a red man, but he's allowed to cross on that. There's no fine as far as I know to do that. So he's done that quite safely. Unlike this guy at this red light. Yeah, you notice how he signalled to turn left there as well. Now when I'm stuck in traffic, I generally look at the cars coming towards me and look at their faces and see where they're looking. So many of them just don't look where they're going. She's obviously looking at her phone. I mean, she's obviously not looking at the road, that's for sure. Now in this clip, we're looking straight ahead in the distance there. You'll see a car that's going to drive on the wrong side of the road just to go round this turning. Cuts the corner as well, completely on the wrong side of the road, just to gain a few seconds. And if we go to the rear camera now, you'll see what they could see. When they were driving on the wrong side of the road there, they had no clue of if anyone was coming the other way. That's their view. Anything could have been coming the other way. They wouldn't have seen it. Now I have a question on this one. Legal or illegal?
Green space and a...
What the hell is that?
Lovely chap. There.
Speed of them things.
It's got no crash helmet or anything on.
I think it's electric, you don't have to.
It's just grim.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the merchandise links in the description down below. See you on the next one. Bye for now.